Giants. And our home team on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It is a blast.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Whoa! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves
out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On the ground, it's Wilson. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A 19-yard pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
19 yards. And the Giants first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal, New York.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively to bring him down for no gain.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
Quick throw there on the RPO, is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on fourth down.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Giants. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on the film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's almost like the defense knew the back was getting the ball there, because from the moment the ball was snapped, there was a defender all over him, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll send a man in motion left. Now faking the give. He'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. Now he'll run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
1st down and more inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. As we are ready, touchdown Giants. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. A run with Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
89. A 7-yard pickup.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a big one right there. 33 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To the air now on 1st and 10. The throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
You call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Humphrey, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Dragons get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. What to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight ends. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New York.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here comes a return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
on the ground. Here's Dobbins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's 3rd and 7. That's hot. Offside. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Dobbins. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection, it's just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
14.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a two-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 12. First down.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
First down. 2 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Second and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Receiver in motion. Going right. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
It's second down and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
10 yards to go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Giants will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Back to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin with a good battle in the AFC East. Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Dragons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll get this out to the left flat. 37.
Complete to number 86. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down.
Intended for number 35.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And a decent return there. They'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run here with Wilson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Dragons offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. faking the give. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down. Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Yeah, it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll look to throw.
First down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll throw out of the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. A pickup there of 13. First down, Giants.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
They'll run with Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Good blocking, and he's in there. Touchdown, Giants. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The PAT, up and good. The Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. It's a touchdown.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him in this game. It looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. And they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive.
Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Dragons are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game.
16.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Traffic start on the ground. Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Man in motion, heading left. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
He looks middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
42-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Dragons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. The throw here is complete. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And he has missed this one. No good. And this will remain a 2-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Man in motion, heading right. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
The offense will line up for a
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Dragons 22.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
the Giants offense. And their quarterback headed out for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. On the RPO, he'll just flip it forward, and he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Wells, another catch for his favorite target. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A carry here for Wilson. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wilson. Woo! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. Moving the tight end right. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants add on to their lead. So a road win here for the Giants. They are able to go into the home of the defending Super Bowl champs. Never an easy place to play. Come away with the victory.